so step 1 has arrived. Oh, it's taped. It's taped down. Man, when it's in the box, it's really hard to carry. Because you gotta when it's out, it's like got handles and stuff. Well, they're not actually handles, but you can grip to it better as if it had handles. So let's just let that be over there for now. Okay, power, remote, revival, more revival, tool, safety clip. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. Right? And instructions. Oh. Oh, and it just ends. Okay, interesting. Alright, so now that we know that it works as intended, step 2 is to see if it can work in unintended ways. So let's go back to the GitHub and familiarize ourselves with the rest of the operation. I think I've got something going here. So there are a few ways in which to activate this thing. There's the panel itself up here, so I can set like a mode, so I can go distance, I can go for time, I can go for calories, or I can just go. And then it makes me go. There is also this nifty little guy, so I can set the mode. I can I can set the mode. Come on. I can set the speed slower or higher, and then just execute or stop or pause, I guess. And then no beeping. But now, I have figured out how to use the beginning of step 3, which is connecting this thing to my computer and then having access to it through the computer. So just to prove to you that it does indeed work here, so if I hit if if I up the speed, oh, well. Alright, and so that was from a mouse click. So I can get the computer to talk to the treadmill. So now I have to access the real version of this software, because this is just the demo, just to prove how it works with the treadmill. The PC works with your treadmill. But now I have to access the actual software so that I can access all of this stuff within VR. And then we can see, or I can get a grasp as to just how complicated this whole process is. And then we can go one step further and see, alright, so what can we accomplish now that we have the ability to do these things? Yeah, so far the hardest thing was the price tag. So I'm gonna stop walking, I'm gonna put the camera down, and then I'm gonna get a little further into step 3, and then we'll see if we can mess around in step 4 when I actually have the headset on. But I am running out of daylight, so. Alright, so we're gonna wind down tonight. I'm going to try and do more of the Fit OSC tomorrow. So we're going to do that in increments as well, see if I can do VR chat in desktop mode and still use the software. And then I'll go through the whole gambit and put the headset on and see what that experience is like. But remember, my controller is still kind of baffed, so I only have one hand and it's my right hand, so I don't know how that's going to work. But the other thing, the reason why I'm kind of wrapping everything up tonight without any sort of actual conclusion, is because I forgot that or at least this new iteration of Windows 11 computer, it handles zipped files kind of weird. It does like 7Z files fine, but like .zips, it's kind of a coin flip for some reason. So it refuses to uncompress and open up that file. So what I have to do is put it on a drive and put it over to my older PC and then have it run through that whole situation, then transfer it back to this PC. And I just kind of want to make like a hot drink and then just kind of go to bed right now. But yeah, this was a really fun little adventure so far right now. I've got it stored under here. I don't know if you can see that. Where's my phone? So one side note is I am on the side in the background dusting off my rusting skills in Blender that I've acquired over October. But Blender has kind of been relatively absent from my most recent videos just because nothing's really inspired me or excited me about what I'm doing in there. It's just a lot of like repetitious making a shader or posing someone in something silly pose. And it's not really like exciting enough to put into a video, nor is it like a intellectual adventure enough to really sort of like go down the road of the process of how I got from point A to point B sort of thing. So that's it. So it's right under there. And it's one of the things that sort of sold me on the idea of this experiment. Because a lot of treadmills, you know, are these big, bulky things. And if you just have like a little thin thing that can fold up and then you can just slide either under your bed or under your desk or whatever, then it's not as intrusive. And if it can incorporate into more function, like it doesn't just function as a treadmill by itself and it can count all your calories and stuff like that, but if it can also act as movement, then in a video game, then that's really cool also. But we'll get to that when I've unzipped all the necessary software, and then we'll actually do the exciting part of the experiment tomorrow. But I'm too tired, and I think I'm gonna make a mistake right now if I try to attempt anything like that. So tomorrow, experiment continuation, and we've got a little bit of driving to do before that, though. So driving, experiment, fun.